Oh, I think my eyes are adjusting to the light. Wait, give me like a couple seconds. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm pretty sure you can hear the birds in the back. Hi, my name is Nico. If you haven't seen any of these videos before, I'm a videographer and I'm doing this challenge of talking straight to the camera for at least 5 minutes with no script, with no B-roll, with no anything. And what I'm trying to do is just get clear and get rid of my anxiety to talk to the camera. Also get better at practicing my English because it's not my first language. And I feel like I'm living a life that 2 to 3 years ago I thought it was impossible to live. Being a full-time creative person and living out of that. So I want to share my journey, my thoughts, and the things that I've learned, my mistakes and everything in between, to the people that maybe are interested in learn something about that type of life. So here I am. I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes and that's it. So the thing that I want to say today is yesterday was kind of like a very funny day if I think about it in retrospective, because I got a call like very early in the morning about this prospect that I've been having meetings with. We have 2 meetings, and yes, we have like 2 meetings and like a bunch of back and forth emails to get on the same page for a quote for a coverage of her event for video and photos. And she called me very early in the morning to let me know that they have no budget for the project. Like the money that I was asking for, it was probably too much, which I never considered that I'm charging that much, but that's okay. We do. Oh my God, there's two squirrels like playing next to each other. That's so funny. I wish I can show you. Anyways, I'm so distracted by nature in my own backyard. So yeah, she told me that they were not able to meet the budget for this project. However, they didn't try to push a different price for the project. And that's one of the things that I feel maybe I'm losing money and I'm leaving money out of the table because I don't have like a contract offer, but I don't want to like have cheaper prices for my own service because I feel like I don't want to be the cheapest in town in order to attract that type of crowd, you know. So I was kind of like bummed down because again I feel like I'm spending too much time in meetings and back and forth emails and let's say like admin kind of work doing these quotes and these proposals and everything when you have no idea if it's going to happen or not. So that's definitely something that I need to pay attention to right now. So yeah, it was kind of like a very sad morning. And in the middle of the day, like probably 2 or 3 p.m., something like that, I got another call from an ex-client. And he mentioned that someone reached out to him because of the videos that we post like 2 weeks ago about his business. And they wanted to do the same thing for an esthetician. So a person who works like in facials and do like I guess like aesthetic procedures in people's faces. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I was bumped out, bumped up, bumped down. I don't know. I was sad in the morning because I didn't get a job, and at 2 p.m., around 3 p.m., I had a new client. So it was super funny because they paid and everything. And it's super funny because I feel like the people who haven't experienced the freelancer game have no idea how those up and downs really manifested like in your life on a daily basis. And if you're not willing to take all those like roller coaster rides, it's so hard and so uncomfortable to live. And at night, when I was just like having dinner, I was thinking how many of my days are kind of like that. They start very up, and they finish very low, or the opposite. They start very low, and they finish like very up and very great. And I feel like people who work maybe 9 to 5s, they don't experience that many emotions and that many things in their day to day, on the daily basis, basically. So that was kind of like very interesting yesterday. And one of the things that I'm trying to do in order to regulate my emotions and my expectations with everything in these 2 years that I'm doing this is literally like try to pay attention to the big picture of everything. So let's say in my case, like I need to pay rent at the end of the month. So like I need to take a picture of the full month of what clients did I close, what that was 5 minutes. What clients did I close, what clients didn't close, and why that happened. But look at it as like a month or the 3 months or the 6 months of your year. Because if you start getting trapped by the day-to-day work and experiences, I feel is so hard. So hard to really like be clear about what's really happening inside your business and your life. And it's very hard to deal with those emotions also on a daily basis. I have days that I have weeks when I don't have any clients coming in, and I have weeks that I'm booked back to back like every day. So it's kind of like something that we have to learn in order to be able to live this life. Is you need to be aware that there's going to be seasons, and you need to be aware that it's going to be super highs and super lows, and that could happen on the same day. So that emotional regulation, it's very important. And I keep saying this and I keep repeating this, but I really think that it's very helpful. Journaling for me has been one of the main things that it makes me be like a sane person in this journey, because it's literally just like a brain dump. My journal is like all the bullshit things that I have in my head, and once you put it down on paper, it's like, you're a little more like lightweight now. So yeah, I think that's what I have to say today. Today is going to be a very interesting day because we're going to cover the second day of New York Fashion Week in Runway 7. And yeah, I'm excited for that. We're going to see what faces we see today, what outfits we see today. So I'll see you tomorrow.